interviewing him today is our friend Antwan Pierman from GameFitnation for video game and health news. Welcome, Blake. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, one, you didn't mention, like, Usain Bolt, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool to think, Usain Bolt runs 9.56 seconds in the 100 meters. I run about 10.8, 10.9 seconds in the 100 meters. And you have to understand, since I'm missing both of my legs, I lose a second in the first 100 meters of the race because I don't have nothing to push off on. I don't have muscles or anything to push to get going. So at the end of the day, for me to get back up to a sub 11 seconds, me and Usain Bolt's top end speed is pretty close.
So technically speaking, you're saying that, you're a little bit faster than Usain Bolt.
I'm not saying that, but it'd be a good foot race. It'd be a real good foot race.
Tell us about, you and where you came from and what brought you to this point, because we was talking before, and it's so inspirational.
Yeah, my story is crazy. Being born with a congenital birth defect, missing both of my legs since birth. And so everything else, I was born healthy. And to put you in the mindset, when you're born missing one leg and everything else healthy, it's a 1 in a million chance, right? To be born missing 2 legs with everything healthy is unheard of.
Yeah.
It's something that the doctors didn't know what to do, so they had to reference my parents to another doctor and another doctor. But at the end of the day, the good thing is I had my parents supporting me. And from day one, they told me, Blake, regardless of your situation, regardless of what the world thinks that you can do, right, their perception, if you are a fighter, if you dig deep and you make your reality what you make it, if you believe you can walk, you walk. If you believe you can run, you run. And that's what I've built my whole life. My perception and my reality is what I make it. And if I want to be the fastest runner in the world, best believe I will.
Like I said, it's so inspirational because there's a lot of people who can, fathom that or come back or comprehend that, and you did, and I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you sharing that part of your story. So tell us about, your relationship with Monster, how this came about, because,
it's been crazy. First and foremost, I want to give a huge shout out to Noel Lee. This guy is amazing, the CEO of Monster. And you have to understand, guys, growing up with a disability, a lot of people come up to me and they say that I'm inspirational, right? They say they understand what I'm going through. But I honestly can say there's only a handful of people in this world that get it. I'm talking about that truly get it. And when I first met Noel Lee, he got it. He understood. I was in the middle of telling him my story. He said, stop. He cut me off. I get what you're going through. I understand what you're going through. And he brought me on. Here I was, a silver and bronze medalist at the Paralympic Games. I had 2 or 3 world records. And even though I've done that, not a lot of people know about Paralympics. Not a lot of people get Paralympics. They don't understand that we're a little bit different than the Special Olympics. We're not Olympians, but we're right behind the Olympians. And that's the cool thing about Monster products and what Noah's trying to do is the word diversity. Just because you're missing legs or just because you're a female UFC or a football player or a basketball player 7 foot tall, it does not matter. We want you to overcome your challenge. We want you to battle back. And in the process, you can wear some pretty cool headphones to play to the right music that you need to do that. And that's what life is all about. It's about telling your testimony, telling your story, and see how it can change the world. And that's what Monster's doing, is telling so many spectacular stories that if you hear these stories, I guaranteed you'll be inspired.
What music are you listening to right now that inspires you, that gets you running, gets you going?
It depends what type of mood I'm in. Now, if we're going right before the race, I'm from Tennessee, so I need to hear my down south kind of crunk music swing, right? It's some little John sometimes, some of the East Side boys. But when I'm riding around or when I'm going from track to track, whatever the situation might be traveling, I love listening to music that tells a story. I remember we talked a little bit earlier, one of my favorite rappers right now is J. Cole. Yes. I'm a huge J. Cole fan. He tells stories. And of course, can't forget my man Meek Mills. Yes. My man Meek is amazing. What he's done at such a young age is just truly inspiring. Me growing up I want to get involved more in that type of career, and seeing him doing it really inspires me. It truly does.
Exactly. I mean, you want to talk about inspiring. Let's talk about this.
Well, I got a couple. I have a couple.
Oh, man. You got, oh, man.
Yeah.
Just to feel it, just want to touch it.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I have 6 international medals. We'll go from the beginning. This is my first Olympic medal ever. Was the bronze medal in the 200. That was one of my favorite medals because I actually won that on my birthday. And so it was pretty cool. To put you in perception where I was at, 200 meters, 85,000 people. I'm in 5th place. I dive across the line to jump into 3rd. The race was so close. I went 22.46 seconds. The guy in 4th went 22.49 seconds. Woo. So we're talking about 300ths of a second.
Yes.
Was what separated me from being a medalist and not being a medalist. So after tasting that, I came back and I won a silver medal in the 400. Which was just truly amazing.
You got hungry.
I got hungry.
You got hungry.
I got hungry. And so look, I won the silver and I won the bronze, right? It was amazing. I got my own day, keys to the city. Everybody was supporting me. My parents were so proud of me. But I'm missing the color. What color am I missing, man?
Gold.
I'm missing that gold. And that's the mindset.
But you got the keys to the city in your own day. But I appreciate it. Be even more hungry.
But it wasn't enough. And that's my mindset. And that's why I love being a Monster athlete, a Monster ambassador, because that's the same mindset as a Monster. Being number 2 is not okay. Being number 3 is not okay. We do this. We wake up each and every day to be the best in the world. Yes. And that's the mindset of no. He don't want to be number 2. He wants to be the best. And we will not stop until we are the best. So you know what I did? Right. I go home. I train. I correct myself. I educate myself. So I come back. I train a little bit harder. I come back. I take 3 silvers. One in the 100 meters. Oh, that's my goal right here. I took 3 silvers. 100 meters, 200 meters, and the 400 meters. And me and my relay team, we broke the world record. And I got my first ever international gold medal, which is pretty awesome to say that, I finally am a gold medalist. And I still feel like I have so much more to do with my life. And some days, I sit back and I think, I was born missing my legs, right? The doctor said I would never walk a day in my life. And now I'm here running around the world. I'm here breaking world records and winning medals and representing an international country for running. If that's not a true testament to let the world know and that people know that anything is possible with the right mindset, the right heart, the right willpower. If you have a passion for something, go do it and go accomplish it.
What was that turnaround point in your life where, because most people, especially with your disability, would have been just defeated and down and everything. But for you, you must have had that key turning point in your life where you said, you know what, I'm not gonna let it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let it.
Yeah, I can remember it was my first school dance, my first middle school dance, right? And to the middle school dance, nobody knew who I was or where I come from, new school, and I wore shorts to this middle school dance. And the reason why I wore shorts is I had this pretty cool jersey, Florida State jersey, right? And I wanted everybody to see this jersey and how it looked and how it fit on me. And once I got to the dance, they wasn't looking at my jersey. They was looking at my legs. And everywhere I go, I was getting these stares that I wanted, that I thought I wanted, but it wasn't. And that moment right there made me realize wherever I go in life and whatever I do, I'm going to have prosthetic legs. And that was a low point in my life. I felt like that was ground zero. I cried. I was so upset. But just as much as that was ground zero, I'm telling you, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because I had to accept me for me, right? I couldn't hide it. I couldn't neglect it. I couldn't tll people, well, one day I will have legs. Nope. This is me. This is my life. And I'm telling you, the second I accepted myself, right? My flaws and all. I can look in the mirror and laugh. I can look in the mirror and be happy. That's when I started living life. That's when things started changing for me and things unexplainably started happening to me.
How do you prepare for a competition physically?
And the way I explain it is to prepare for a competition physically, you have to be prepared mentally. It doesn't matter how strong you are or how fast you are, how big your muscles are. If you don't have it up top, if you can't produce it there and keep it contained up there, it does you no good. So to be prepared physically, I prepare myself mentally first. And if I can get myself mentally prepared, the physical task isn't going to be a problem. There was days I grew up where I couldn't even walk to the bathroom, right? There was days where I felt like I couldn't walk to school. You know, there was days where I felt like I can't make it. My legs will swell up. I couldn't put my legs on. But my mom, my father, the people around me pushed me, right? They built that mental stability in my mind to let me know that you're going to have hard days. Blake, every day's not going to be easy, but if you get up, you keep fighting, I guarantee you it will be better. And that's what I love explaining to people is when I won the medals, it was just, once I won them, it was like, oh, that's why I went through that. Oh, that's why I failed at that. And I never see myself as a runner. I was born without legs. And here I am, a professional runner. So you can't say what you know what your plan is for the future, because you don't. You just gotta live in the moment.
So we was talking earlier. You kind of made me a little jealous because apparently you've been to the White House.
Yes.
And you got to meet Obama.
Yes.
And then Michelle.
Yes.
You guys just taking a moment. Let's look.
Yes. Let's just...
Michelle Obama, one of the most magnificent women in the world.
Amazing. Okay. Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
Right.
It was.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was just being at the White House. You know, right after the Paralympic Games, winning my medals, meeting the president and the first lady, and it was pretty awesome. I got to shake the president's hand and got to give the first lady a hug. And how
is that the hand?
Oh, this is the hand right here. Yeah.
Oh, I just want to feel the power. Just want to feel the
hand right here. And how I explain
I technically shook Obama's hand.
It's great. And how I tell people the hug from Michelle, the first lady, was like a hug from my grandmother, but times 10. It was like she was cooking cookies, making cookies in the back. I smelled the cookies. I'm like, oh my goodness. It was just truly amazing. And that's, I can explain to people, like, I get caught up sometimes in the moment. I can't take a step back because I'm living it. But to say I was at the White House and I go back and look at the pictures, it was just a true testament for myself that I've truly come a long way. I've truly been blessed, and it's been great. My life has been great, and that's the funny part. People look at me, they're like, how did you grow up without legs? That had to be so terrible, right? You've had legs since you missed some legs since you was a kid. What kind of crazy stuff did you go through? What kind of bullying did you go through? And I did get bullied. But I honestly can look at you and say, it could be so much worse. Oh my
so
goodness.
Much worse.
It could be so much worse, and I'm so thankful for what I do have and not what I don't have.
Now, as far as Monster, I mean, for all those people who, if you don't have a pair of Monster headsets, and you
gotta go get them.
You gotta get it. But as far as Monster, because you're right now you're rocking these headsets, and I absolutely love those headsets.
Yes.
So
it's the wireless freedom, and this is so cool about these. They're wireless, and so they're sports, right? And what I love about these, they make you free. Right? Once you put these on, you don't have to worry about no strings being attached. You can go run as fast as you can in any direction. And how I relate this to is like my legs. I was tied down for so long, right? I've only been able to do so much for so long. Then all of a sudden, a man gives me a pair of running legs. Then I was free. I was finally free. I could run. I could jump. I can play. That's the same feeling you get with these. Is once you put these on around your ears, is you feel free. And so when I tell people, once you try these on, experience that moment of not having to worry about the music stopping, right? Experience that moment where you can turn around and move freely, right? That's the same thing that happened to me in my life. Is once I got my running legs, I was free. And this is the power that these do for you, is it gives you freedom. It gives you no bearings at all. It gives you a chance to step out the box and do whatever you want to do and see whatever you want to see and hear what you ever want to hear. It's great. It's awesome.
This is the voice of a champion right here, man. I appreciate you, man. And I'm grateful. You are inspiration, even to me, to everybody, man. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. And I mean, at the end of the day, I just want to thank you, sir, for being here. And I want to thank Monster Products, because you guys don't understand this. There's 54 million disabled in the world, right? There's 1.6 million amputees in the nation. There's 185,000 amputations a year, right? And they have no voice. They don't have nobody speaking out for them. But thank you to Monster. Thanks to Monster and Noel Lee, I finally can try to be that voice. It's funny how it works. The kid with no legs is going to stand up for the disabled. That's my goal. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show the world that it doesn't matter what your physical appearance. It's all about what's inside.
I'm GamerFitnation's Antoine Pierman, and this is Blake. And thank you, Monster, for the opportunity, because you rock. Love your headsets. Thank you. Oh, you get the crowd? Yeah, right here. Come on, yeah, give me the whistle guy. I like the whistle guy. Awesome.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.